Hey there. I know you might be busy right now. You might be doing something. And you might want to scroll away and just get to like another video or something, which is completely fine. You have free will to that. I have no judgment over you. But I would like to share with you something that might help you right now. Yes, you across the screen. And it's about something very specific. And maybe you are dealing with this. That confusion of why can't I do this thing? Why can't I get out of this addiction? Why can't I get out of this lust? Why can't I defeat it? Even though each time I try, I keep on stumbling, keep on falling. But I'm here to tell you something, is that thing that you're missing, that thing that you feel that you don't have, could be self-discipline. And it's because self-discipline is something that Jesus and a bunch of the apostles, especially Paul, talked about and said that is very important. And I want to sort of look into that. And again, as I said, St. Paul is a good example. Why? Because in his letter to the Corinthians, 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verses 24 to 27, is a passage called the need for self-disciplines. Or discipline. Sorry. Do you not know that in a race, all the runners run, but only one gets the prize? Run in such a way as to get the prize. Everyone who competes in the games goes into strict training. They do it to get a crown that will not last, but we do it to get a crown that will last forever. Therefore, I do not run like someone running aimlessly. I do not fight like a boxer beating the air. No, I strike a blow to my body and make it my slave, so that after I have reached and preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified for the prize. Also, he just says, I have preached to others, not reached. But anyways, and so Paul is saying, it's sort of getting an example, how, of course, when you see athletes, right, when they train for something, they go into strict training, dieting, they start making schedules, they planning their evening, their morning, their night, how they sleep, when they sleep, whatever, right? They make an entire schedule. But Paul is saying that us, as brothers and sisters of Christ, as followers of Christ, as disciples of Christ, we are to go into possibly even stricter training. And that strict training is self-discipline. Now, self-discipline teaches us a lot of things. One, it teaches to not always rely on the things that give us comfort. For example, I want you to try this because it has helped me so much. And it's helped me get closer to Christ. So please, I hope that you try some of these things. And if not, that's completely fine. I am just here to spread the word. And so God also tells us a lot of times, and it happens to a lot of people, where they figure out that a lot of the things that they like, a lot of things that comfort them in this world, are not always with the best intentions. For example, when you're always playing your video games, you get distracted. You get distracted from work, from being productive. Maybe you start making excuses for yourself, whatever the case. So, if you feel like whatever you're going through, maybe it's gluttony, maybe it's lust, right? Try to minimize what you're depending on. Are you depending on the teachings of Christ? Are you depending on the need and instant satisfaction, eating a certain food or watching a certain video or whatever? And it's happened to me a bunch, where I didn't realize that this thing was affecting me, right? This thing was holding me back from basically getting over my lust, even though it's still a problem. I've not fully gone over it. It's still something. And God showed me that as long as I can depend more on Him, on the things that He teaches, on the things that He gives me, instead of the things of this world, the closer I get to Him, the more I know, the more I understand. And so I'm telling you this. To the sort of persuade, right? To try and minimize whatever that is. Let's say if you're having a problem with gluttony, with eating too much, then look at a certain food that you know isn't good for you, and try to disqualify it, remove it completely. Even if it's just one thing, even if it's like a granola bar, or like a cookie, maybe. I don't know. But whatever it is, try to get rid of it. Go out, at least try to see how you feel after maybe like a few weeks. And let's say if you do, maybe you can't go a week though. That's still progress. So try and just try and try, because God also tells us that the righteous are those who keep on getting back up. So even if you fall, even if you feel like, oh man, I ate that thing, or I watched that thing again, I can't go on. No. Who said that? You think all the disciples, you think all the prophets like Moses, Elijah just did one thing once? No, they said multiple times. They did multiple bad things, yet they kept on getting back up. And that's what God looks for. Because when you're on the right path, don't just think that when you stumble it's all over. We all trip, we all stumble on like a rock. But we can still get back up. So, my message to you today, whoever is seeing this, and that if you're struggling with overcoming something and trying to stop some sort of habit that has to do with maybe consumption, like consumption of food or certain content, then discipline yourself. Tell yourself that I do not need this, and instead I need God. I need God's word to fill me instead of this thing. Either if it's food or entertainment, bad entertainment, whatever it is. Just go a few weeks, but do not overdo it. Do not do everything in one shot, because that's foolish. If you try putting all that weight on at once, and especially since I went to the gym now, I'm not gonna like max out on the barbell or something. No, I'm gonna take it slow each time I go. Maybe I increase or not. So just do it slowly, one at a time. Okay? So I please, and I hope and I pray that whoever's hearing this understands what I'm trying to say. Understands what I'm trying to tell you, and what I'm trying to encourage here. And so I hope that you have a blessed day. God bless, man.